London. You've heard the city, you've heard the food, you've heard of the lights, the opportunities, you've heard of the place, you've heard of its origins, its history, its beginnings, you know its sports. For as long as we can remember, London has been one of the best cities in the world to live in. However, with all those positives comes negatives. London is slowly becoming one of the world's fastest growing cities which suffers from obesity, with about 56% of adults over 18 in London were classed as overweight in the years 2017 and 2018, just showing how alarming of a problem obesity is. But there is still some form of hope. London boasts some of the global and leading food franchises, including places you've heard of like McDonald's, KFC, and Subway. Things like these are the examples of the variety of food options the country has. However, this would not always be a good thing. Although these places are hotspots for food lovers and those who want food on the go, these types aren't exactly the best option, as they contain many harmful things that aren't good for you, such as fatty oils, chemicals and grease that cause many issues such as bloating, increased blood sugar and different health complications.
The main thing is to make them feel welcome, to show them that it's not some scary place that you have to be intimidated to attend. A lot of fresh people, they feel a little bit intimidated about coming to the gym. They don't know really what does what and how to use certain machines. So that is a very good start.
This day and age now, you know, especially in this country, there's a lot of obesity, and yeah, it's something that we really have to crack down with. To be honest with you, when I was younger, I was chubby, really chubby, and it's only until I got until I may have been 12, 13, when one of my coaches actually told me I need to lose weight to continue playing in a professional environment at the time. So from there, I actually took it very serious. Being active every day is so important, not just only physically, but mentally. Very good. They say you should do 10 steps a day. If you can, that would be great. But if you can't, then try and do half. But very, very important to stay active every day. Very important. Social media is a big factor of a lot of people taking wrong advice. A lot of people really don't know what they're actually doing.
Dieting and the food you consume is equally as important, and many supermarkets in the UK have made meat-free and vegan options available for things such as steaks, burgers and chicken, so that you are able to enjoy some of your favourite things whilst not experiencing too much of a difference in taste, while still retaining the healthy aspects of it. Other small things you could start doing is substituting some of your favourite sugary snacks and meals for healthy alternatives such as fruits, berries, or switching your morning up by using things like soya milk, oat or almond milk instead of using semi-skimmed or full-fat milk. Little adjustments like these can make a massive difference in how you go about your life and how you feel.
There are many benefits of eating plant-based. You can get all the nutrients from plants. You can be healthy from plants. You can still work out, you can be fit. So it's a good way to live, and you don't have to worry about intoxicating yourself basically from eating a diet. I have been plant-based for 12 years now. I started a long time ago because I wasn't very well, so that's why I changed my diet. Meat has been around for years, so is vegan, If you look at some of the hieroglyphics and some of the pictures in Egypt, you see them with plants. Plant-based medicine is not new. It's been around in ancient histories, different civilizations, African civilization, Caribbean, Asian. You see Chinese people using plant-based medicines. I would say one step at a time. I think that you have to break it into stages, so you can, swap some of the foods that you're used to eating and just replace them with plant-based foods. So, for example, if you like chicken curry, instead of having a chicken, put vegetables and have a vegetable curry, So you can still have some of the foods that you like or the style of food that you like, but just replace the meat with veg.
Yes, I would say I am healthy. I have a healthy diet, and that was mostly because of medical reasons. So I do eat a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables. Society isn't as active as what it used to be. So when I was growing up, we were always outside playing. But with the advancement of technology, people are much more likely, or younger people, on their devices. So they're not getting out and they're not moving about as much.
The hardest part is always starting. I myself sometimes feel days where I'm demotivated, and I'm training twice a day, 3 times a day sometimes. You don't want to come in for that second session, you don't want to come for that first session, so you're tired from the day before. Try and create an environment, get into an environment where you feel comfortable talking about how you are doing emotionally, because people don't really take into consideration how much of an impact that has on your physical well-being. If you don't feel confident enough to step into a gym, you're never going to go to the gym. So having somebody you can talk to about that, right? Maybe it's a gym partner, maybe somebody that you know is going to want to encourage you to go to the gym. Having somebody you can talk to about that, that's a very important thing to have.
Seriously, if they lack confidence or anything like that.
Small steps at a time. There's no quick goal to losing weight. Unless if you're going to have a surgery, and that's fine, but there's no quick goal to losing weight.
The hardest part is to get to the gym. That's the hardest part, from your doorstep to the gym doorstep. Once you're here, you have professionals, you have other people, you have motivation, you have a lot of people who will try to help you. If you feel that your health is going downhill, think about 10 years ahead. That should be your motivation. Because if you're not feeling great now, in 10 years you will feel way worse. Because you're not going to get fitter, you're not going to feel better by sitting on the couch.
Teaching food tech at schools is, as I understand it, is not prioritised in the way that it was years ago. And if you're teaching children from young what a healthy plate looks like and how they can enjoy food, they will then carry that on into their adult lives. So I do think it comes from educating people about food.
Help
Help stop the fight against obesity.